Hello. How are you guys? Like in a spirit, in mood, I'm great. But when it comes to physical, I'm also feeling a bit bad. Like I will have to go tomorrow to get some checkup because remember that I told you guys that I slept in the stairs that I have here. Well, like the back pain is not so much, but I do have like swollen the part here of my side and near the stomach. I have like all swallow here, so I will have to go and get some. Like I already did go, but I have to go and get exams because apparently like it's swollen but it's not like external, you know, like usually when you hit or when you have like if you get bruises. Well, in this case I don't have bruises, but it's swollen. Yeah, I have been trying to not talk about it because I was like, okay, well, but yeah, it has been bothering me, and I believe it has been like how long has it been since I told you guys that I fell the stairs? 2 weeks, I believe, or 1 week. So it's not uncomfortable when I'm like standing, but when I'm seated, like this whole part sort of like presses, so it hurts. Like and also when I look in the mirror, like I'm like, you know, I do have a bit of a belly, but I'm not that swollen. So I'm like, what is going on? Yeah, yeah, I believe a week. But it was, thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, I will. I swear it was like the stupidest fall because it wasn't even a fall. Like I slipped and I fell like on the, or there was a pole, and I hit the here like this my back, like the part of my back. So I don't know how it sort of translates to here. I don't understand it because I'm like, okay, maybe if I hurt myself a bit here, I would understand, but I don't know. I don't know. Um, and also it was a second, you know. It's not like I know there's people that when they fall, like it's a whole it's a whole process. For me it was like I hit my back against that pole, so it was like tuck, and that's it. But yeah. Yeah, I'm so stubborn. Yeah, I try to make it on my own. I try to not complain. You know, I don't say anything, and then, you know. I swear I never, like, also I never hurt myself like this. You know that usually there's people that they have like accidents or they went through certain, like, I've always been the kind of person that I would be this close to fall. I would make the whole scene, but I would always like save myself for a second. In this case, I believe that I didn't save myself for a second because I was holding things that I was taking downstairs. So I believe that this is why I maybe put my body like this, because I was like I was holding something in my head, in my hand. I believe I had like the thermos, the container of hot water, and I believe I had, if I didn't have the mate, it was a cup, it was a teacup, and I was carrying those things downstairs to wash them, and that's when I slept. Yeah, I slept. I cannot believe it, guys. I cannot believe it that this stupid second, like, because it's so funny, because I was like on my own in the dark, because it was very early in the morning that I was trying to clean up and get everything ready for the day before, I was like, okay, this is great, because since I woke up very early, I believe it wasn't even 6 a.m. And it was so funny because it was a moment, and then I carry on, like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I almost fell, but I didn't. So I was I was happy that I didn't fall off the stairs. Like, it was 2 steps to the ground. But I was like, thank God I didn't like roll, or I don't know, I hurt my ankle or something like that. So I was a bit like, well, phew. And now I have this, and I'm like, no. But yeah, I cannot blame Astros, or I cannot blame any stars, nor Mercury retrograde, not anything. I think that is that probably those kind of stairs are dangerous. I never had them before. Like, where I used to work, I used to go up and down the stairs a lot, but not these like spiral ones. So I guess I never had an incident because of that. But yeah, now they are secure. Now they have the thing that is to prevent that you sleep. Just accept it. People fall. You're acting like a psych. Yeah. But probably since it never happened to me, I'm like in denial. I'm like, well, like, I'm still standing, so I guess it's okay. Oh my God. But thank God, I was checking. I was like, okay, yeah, it's swollen. Like, it seems like it's the part of the skin or the nerve. But inside, I feel okay. Like, I don't have a stomach issue, or I don't have like something, like, no, I'm okay. Just that I feel that it's swollen. Like, my belly looks swollen this side. So I don't know. Maybe it went from here to here. I have no idea. But yeah, I will do so if I have some pendant readings for tomorrow, guys, I'm going to leave them for Tuesday if I feel okay and if I have the time, because I don't know how they're going to, or what they're going to tell me to do. So if it's like I have to go different places and I have to go get a full checkup and all of those things, yeah, it's going to take a while. So I will let you know when I will be returning. Hopefully it will be fast, but I don't know. And also tomorrow is Monday, so the hospitals are very busy on Monday. I hope Samara was getting on my nerves. Yeah. She told me I should sit down. Yeah. I swear it was the cheapest option and the fastest way to install them because I don't have much space, so I had to get the spiral one. But yeah, definitely it's not a very comfortable stair. It's not. It's not just about the security. I think that is so. Like if you have to carry things or if you have to even go down, it's like you have to turn the lights on because you have to see where you step. Um, Also, I think that maybe this part here it's all swollen because I try to do a bit of exercise last week, and also I keep going up and down the stairs. So maybe I don't know, maybe that's not allowed. When you hit yourself here, maybe you have to rest. You don't have to, because I do notice that when I climb the stairs, that you make a force. You put your body puts the effort to go up. So maybe this is why it's swallowing here, because I put the effort of my body, and also I'm left-handed, so everything, my whole force is on this side. So yeah. But yeah, guys, when you try to build or create a space, trying to not spend much money, or to not go out of your budget, and also to make it as fast as possible, sometimes you make the wrong decisions. Yeah. Thank you. I'm seeing that I have Negrita here. You know that I always have Luna. Luna is in here. Luna also has been a bit grumpy because she has been having allergies and a cold, so she has been a bit like down in energy. But I have Negrita here with me, and she's also like, she usually is not here when I do the live streams, but no, nothing, Samara. We were talking that I have to go to the hospital to get a checkup tomorrow, because of when I fell and I hurt my back. Now I have all this side is swollen, so I have to go to get some studies. So I don't know when I'll be back to function, guys. I hope everything is okay, but I don't know, Samara. I swear this is why Akira was sort of like she was like, go to the doctor, because for me it was a stupid moment. For me it was a fast. When you fall, but I felt like this. I landed on the pole, so I hurt a bit here, and it hurts a bit, but not so much as this part. So I'm like, why if it hurts, if I hurt myself here, why does it hurt here? I don't understand. But yeah, also maybe because also probably I've been trying to do exercises during the week, and maybe I forced that usually I'm very sensitive when I don't stretch very well, so maybe I'm also like putting a lot of pressure here, and also I'm left-handed, so yeah. Yeah, I was like, okay, but I did go to the doctor, and that's why I have the appointments. I have to go and get a few studies done. So that's why I'm like, I don't know when they will give me the appointment, if it's tomorrow, or I don't know when will I get it. So I will be focusing on that. I hope to recover fast. But yeah, I sort of wanted to let know people maybe that maybe they are waiting for a reading of me, readings, or what I have planned to do. I think those stairs are more common in big cities because you usually have your laundry done on top of your house, but back home we got space, so those stairs. Yes, yeah, that's true, Akira, actually. Yes, that's true. We, like, when I was young, and I remember my grandma used to live with us for a while, then my grandpa too, and we were a lot of people here in my house, and actually we never had like a house upstairs. It was all um, in the same floor. When I started building upstairs, because I needed an office. And now Nerita is making noises because she's trying to open the door because she wants to go out. This is why I was like, I shouldn't have her when I am doing a live stream because she is, I don't know if you can, she opened it. And I did put the lock on. And she opened it anyways. My cat is a Houdini, what can I say? There's no rules for her. She breaks them all. Smart, yes. Yeah, it's just that I was like, okay, I don't mind, like it's just, it's a typical, when something bothers you, when you have a pain that is like comes and goes, so it bothers you. It's not like, oh, like I cannot move. It's more like it bothers me. But I was telling Akira that since I didn't fall like yeah, I'm sore. And also the part that this is swallowing is giving me like, why is this swallow? What is this like this? Like, I know I have a belly, but my belly is not like that. I was like, what is going on? Maybe I need massages. Maybe I need to do some massages in the area. Some cream, a special cream to do massages. But I was like telling Akira that the way I felt, like, yeah, I hit myself here in the lower back, like in this side. Okay, yeah, then I realized like that happened. But because I was carrying things with my hand, and also because the stairs were wet, so it was slippery, and it was still dark. It wasn't like because it was like 6 a.m. And I don't know why I was so happy, because I was like, okay, since I'm up very early, like I'm going to wash the dishes, not the dishes. I had a cup here, and also I wanted to clean the floors, and leave everything ready, so then I can go to work, with a fresh conscience, and be like, I don't have anything pending to do. The weather was nice. It wasn't that cold that early in the morning. So I was so like, when you are very focused. And then when that happened, yes, like it's like, yeah, I hit against the pole, but I was like, thank God I didn't fall. like I didn't roll down the stairs, or I didn't like hurt my ankle or my legs or my knees. I don't know, that I'm a cup and my bones are they don't have much calcium. So guys, if I fall, my bones are going to break. So I was happy. I was like, phew, thank God. And that's how I let it go. Ah, okay. Hey, Danya. But she thinks it's a second is she thinks a 1 second fall is not a fall. It's only a fall when it's a really dramatic fall. Yeah, where is my Korean oppa, or not oppa, because I don't want someone like that. I'm old, so I don't want someone like, I don't want an oppa. I'm okay with someone younger. But where's my rescuer in those moments? Uh, those moments when they are about to fall and someone catches them. But I was so happy because I was like, okay, I was able to catch myself, even if I hurt myself in the process. But then, yeah, like you say, Akira, we have to name things for what they are. Yes, I did fall. Yeah. Probably not like, oh, you landed on the ground. No, you sort of stopped, but it was, there was a fall. Mm. Unusual for me to be here on Saturday, but I'm on vacation. Oh, happy vacation, Tanya. How many weeks do you have? So yeah, guys, probably tomorrow and a few days I'm going to be missing. I will keep you updated about, if I have to do a treatment. But yeah, pray for me that, going to the doctors in this economy, pray for me that this is not going to cost me a lot of money, because I'm not, I have other things to pay. So please, if you want to help me and send me good vibes, please send me the good vibe that they will prescribe something, and I will just go home, because I don't have that. My economy is not that great to be spending on hospital bills. So yeah. I know you're dying inside. I am. Hey, hope. 12 days since a lot changed this year. It used to be 6 days. Oh, great, 12. Yeah, hope. I was telling the community that I'm telling you all over, but yeah, I will go to the doctor again tomorrow. Because remember that I fell off the stair. I fell and I hit like the back. I hit with the pole of the stairs. I hit like my lower back on the left side. Well, now I have like all these parts swollen, all this part. So yeah, I will hope to get an examination. So pray for me. Pray that this is not that serious. Pray that I was so happy, because I was like, I didn't break anything, but now I'm like, oh my God, no, don't tell me. Don't tell me that there's something wrong. Yeah. I don't see bruises. I don't see bruises. I was checking it out and I was like, I don't see bruises. But yes, it's swollen. I was like, I do have a belly, but in here I do notice that it's so that's how I was like, so I was so like amazed, because I was like, but I hurt myself here. Why does it hurt here? Well, maybe it's all connected. Um, but yeah. Impact. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I took 3 days to make my mom happy because we came to a place she likes and I don't. Ah! Oh, that's great of you, Daniel. But it was a stupid fall. Hope. I hate my life. I was a stupid hope. And also like because I started going to the gym. Like I started going to the gym. Like really wanted. Like I was like I signed up for a place that I like, and now I have this, and I'm like, oh no. I'm forced. We don't even get along, but I still have my other 9 days. Yeah, at least you make the effort. Yeah, it's like I'm not a sports person actually. Like it's funny because I spent a lot of years of my life selling like like sports products, accessories, clothing, shoes, but I never practice any sport. I suck at sports. Oh no, I'm so lame, and also I don't have the patience. It's like for me, I've always been the kind of person that if I lose or if I don't make it correctly, I get frustrated like a child, and I don't want to play anymore, or I don't want to do it anymore. I am like that. So yeah. Dancing, I do like. Dancing, I do like. Dancing, I do have a good memory, um, and I love it. I like it. I like it. First, I get a bit shy, but then I enjoy it. Oh, and tomorrow is Sunday, right? I was like, oh, tomorrow I have to go. No, tomorrow is Monday. Wait, guys, I'm going to check on Nita to see what she's doing because he's got. I'm back. She wanted to go with my dad, and my dad, he actually like closed all the doors and left the cat outside. Yeah, she is, but she's so annoying because she's also the level of. Sorry, I'm catching my breath. The level of curiosity that she has. Um, Luna is here. Luna is sleeping here. Luna also has been having a cold. She has been also feeling a bit bad, very low in energy. So I was like, Luna, you and me, we are not doing very well. um, but yeah, Negrita is my dad's cat, but she is when she sees that I'm here because we have a balcony here, so she spends a lot of like now she sits in there and from there she can see like the neighbor's rooftop, and there's other cats also like in the neighborhood, so she's like paying attention to that. She gets distracted sometimes because she sees the door open, so she wants to come in. She wants to be here with us, but then she wants to leave again. Like she herself opened recently the door to get out. But she wants her siesta time. She wants to nap, and my dad closed over all the things. Oh, last night, guys, we had a storm again. It was so windy. I was here and I couldn't take it. I had to go to my dad's house. I was so afraid that something was going to, I don't know, a piece of ceiling was going to blow. Like, the wind was so strong that it would hit also the I have like this window slash doors that are made of glass. So they are very susceptible to, and I don't have anything yet. Like I don't have anything to cover them yet. So the wind was, like blowing so hard, like they were shaking, like the windows were shaking. So I grabbed Luna, I grabbed everything of mine, and I went to my dad's house because I slept on his couch and I woke up very sore, but thank God in there you don't hear. Like, I guess that being up here, I can hear everything, like the sound of the wind, the things moving, also the trees. We have huge trees here, so you can hear everything, and it's a bit frightening. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yes, I am. I am a, yes, I am a cap Scorpio. Cap. I don't know why, because I don't feel Capricorn at all. I have a lot of Capricorn placements, but I don't feel Capricorn at all. Like, why does the sound of wind and trees sound calming to me though? Yeah, it is. It is calming, but in this case, where recently we had also like very strong winds, storms, a lot of lightning, um, and it destroyed houses. And also we have a part of our house that also has this very thin layer of ceiling that it can blow, like the wind can blow it, the wind can take it away, and that's why we fear the most. Like, we are not. And also, it can happen to my neighbors as well, and maybe it can land on my house. Something can blow away, and if you are, but the noises, like, I got so traumatized. I don't know how people deal with this, with tornadoes and all those earthquakes and all those things, because for me, the last time that it happened, it was so traumatizing. We never had something like this over here, never. So we were very afraid also. We were very afraid. Like also the sound of the wind, it was so strong. Like it wasn't like soothing, like, oh, it's the wind. No, it was like, it was going to destroy things. You can hear it very, very strong, very, like it was destroying things. Some trees fell also. Techo de chapas. Exactly. It was windy here too one day, and one of my plantains tree fell. Oh, it had plantains too, so that was very heavy already. Oh, here we got hurricanes. That's the only rain we get, hurricanes. Oh, no. My God. Yeah, I get very sensitive. I don't know. Just the feeling that they are going to take the ceiling away. I'm like, no, I paid a lot of money for my ceiling. Please don't take it away. I don't know. I feel, I don't know, maybe it's because I have Jupiter in the first house and I have the Sun in the first house. So I feel a bit much like a fire sign. Like, and usually also when something matters to me, I also get very reactive. So I am very honest about how I feel. Like I cannot hide things. Like, so I don't know. Capricorn is much more. I mean, I'm serious. I don't know. I think that I was more serious when I was a child, but now, no. Probably in first appearances, like first encounters, a lot of people had told me that meeting me for the first time, I looked intimidating. Definitely. That I've been told. That I do have a certain aura that is intimidating. But I don't know. Since I always work with people, I have to be adaptable and flexible also. Like, of course, I'm not going to be best friends with people, but like I have to have a level of being a bit social, and polite to people. But yeah, maybe I am a bit serious. Like the first time you meet me, and I don't see it in me, but others do see it. But usually, if you are my friend, the first thing that you notice about me is my moon in Scorpio, because I tend to get very reactive over the tiniest things. Like if there's something that I don't agree on, I get very like I'm not emotional of like, oh, I'm going to cry, but I take it personally. It's like for me, it's I ignore you. I don't care about you, or I care too much, and I cannot control it. But that's why you go to therapy. That's why you do therapy. So you learn different tools to regulate your emotions, and also understand that I've always also, this is very Capricorn also, like I've always been very also a bit entitled, in the sense that I since I'm an only child as well, I'm like, oh yeah, everything has to go well for me. It's like I have this optimism that is like, oh yeah, if it's for me, or if it's something that it has to do for me, like I have to get what I want. you know, the universe is going to give me what I want. And no, 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 no. I'm a spoiled brat, I would say, thanks to my dad. Thanks to my dad. Not my mom. My mom, she was very, she was very restrictive with me. She would put like, she would definitely ground me. She would be like, "No, you're not that special. You're not that special. Stop acting like a brat. Like, and just like, you know, slow down, slow down." You know, with my mom, it's like, yeah, she was the ruler of the house. But with my dad, yeah, my dad is super permissive. My dad is so permissive. He's like, he complains that he's like, why do you want this? Why are you like this? But then at the end, he grants me my wishes. This is why I am like this with relationships. Like I am like this with my partners because I have a very permissive dad. So it's like, for me, men are not like, oh, you have to respect him or you have to, I don't know, sort of bear with certain things that men do or want from you as a partner. And I'm like, yeah, I sort of understand that I have to respect them, but at the same time, I don't have tolerance to disrespect because since my dad never was, like restrictive or cold or detached or hurtful with me. He never was that. He never was aggressive. Always moody, very moody, but a very loving man in his own way. So I have zero tolerance for men being aggressive or trying to hurt me in some way. I don't have tolerance for this. I'm like, the most important man in my life, that is my dad. He never hurt me or he never disrespected me in any way. Like, why you, a stranger, is going to disrespect me? No. No. I'm like, no. If my dad was a gentleman with my mom and he treated us right, with all our defects and everything, I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm going to tolerate this from a stranger and I'm going to let them abuse of my love, and be like, oh, I should be thankful that he's aggressive with me. No, it's like, no, 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 no. You can be masculine, like you can be an assertive man, but there's no need for you to disrespect me. It's like I draw a line. Yeah, I know it. And in this, I remember the most for me. And look, my dad is an Aries. So definitely my dad has anger issues. Like he is the type of person that he's going to go buy groceries and he's going to probably have an argument with someone while he's in the line because he wants everything now. He's like this. He's so annoying. But emotionally or with the people that he loves, he is very loving. Like he really gives you what you need. And I remember I went over to my friend's house. I was best friends in elementary school with this girl, and she would always come to my house, and then I would go to her house. We were very close. And I remember her dad. I believe her dad was a Libra. I believe it was a Libra or a Virgo, but I don't know because we didn't know much about science, but she used to tell me that her dad was a Libra, I guess. We were like 10, 9. And I remember that he had an episode while I was there that he got upset because his wife didn't iron his shirts the way he wanted them. So he sort of threw the shirt to this woman's face, sort of like asking her to do it all over. and I swear I freezed in that moment. Like, and also like I remember my friend also was very uncomfortable because it's like she didn't want me to see that because usually her dad was so nice, like so nice, like, and also he was like super handsome. You know the person that I don't know. He was like a police officer. I don't remember what he did for a living, but he would always wear perfume. He was handsome, beautiful man, but always very sweet with us. He would play with us, you know, he would be just, it would seem like a gentleman, you know, but he had that moment. He had that moment. And the funny thing is that we tried to carry on with, I remember the woman's face, she was so ashamed, the woman, his wife, that she just went to the kitchen and she prepared everything. And then he came back and he seated to play with us. And I remember that I was like so like shook. Like I was afraid. Maybe I also was afraid because I didn't know I was going to see that side. I'm in a stranger's house. I never experienced anything like that. Um, so I was a bit in shock. And I remember he told me something that I believe that a lot of people that are abusive, they tend to say this, that is like, oh, I hate it when they make me mad. He said something like, the others make him mad, and this is why he reacted like this. And and I was very young to understand, but then later when I did for psychology, I did different studies or in courses for domestic violence and all those things. A lot of testimonies of people is that they usually have this, you know, they sort of get very violent a moment and then afterwards they come back as if nothing happened. And the thing that they say is that, oh, you made me do this. Like, I got this upset with you because you made me do this. You made me react like this. It wasn't me. Like, you made me angry. So I remember that of him. And I think that just stuck in my mind because I was like, wow, appearances can be so deceiving, right? Because I remember that man was younger than my dad. He was, and he seemed so successful, so handsome, so nice. Also, he was so nice to me and his daughter while I was there. He was like a Prince Charming, you know. And I admired him so much. I was like, oh, I wish my dad was like that, you know, because my dad is an older man, you know, they had me when they were very, like, in the 40s. So I never got to know my the 20-something version of my dad. He always been like a grown-up man for me, you know, almost, he looks almost like my grandpa instead of my dad. And I, as a child, I remember I tend to, you know, as a child, you don't see, you see only what is shown. So I was like, oh, my friend is so lucky because, you know, her dad treats them so right, and he's so beautiful, and he looks like this, and he's so nice, he plays with us, you know. And then I saw that afternoon, I saw that side of him, and then I never, like, I don't think I went back then to that house. I started like sort of making excuses to not go again because I didn't feel comfortable. And like, it was like something changed, and I saw the dark side, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to go there. My mom is aggressive. My dad is Christian. Now that he was mentioned last time. My mom is the opposite. With her so-called loved ones, she is you, while she pleases strangers. But that's a narcissistic. Narcissistic do that to control their image. My dad is a Libra Sun, Virgo Moon. What in bipolar? What in the bipolar? Yes, I swear, like, yeah. I used to see that very frequently at my friend's house. It was terrible. Yeah, because you don't know how to act. Because you're like, I'm not supposed to be seeing this. You sort of feel guilty yourself for being there. You know, and also in the mind of a child, you try to, also maybe you think that you did something wrong for this to happen. It's like maybe I shouldn't be here, maybe I'm bothering them. Um, I'm pretty sure her dad was a cop. She is the cancer friend I told you was actually very nice. But her also cancer sister ruined all of her friendships. Oh, the little sister is a Libra and she's also full of anger. I'm very intolerant, but one, I'm in therapy. Two, I don't want a family. It felt terribly when my friend begged me to stay because that's the only way she was a little safe. Oh, that also, you know, like the feeling responsible. It's like, it's very interesting how we sometimes, the people that we end up, you know, having these roles where we help others, we had developed that skill or that empathy very young in age, because yeah, you know, we usually we have these conversations here about the past and everything, and I always had this pattern or of being in there with when the other person was vulnerable or was in need. You know, that's why I feel so much empathy for other people's pain. Like it doesn't necessarily, you don't have to go through what they go through to sort of feel and empathize with the pain of others. You know, you probably didn't go through it, but you can feel it when they tell you. Like you can feel it. Oh. Now she's getting married. Oh. Yeah, and also for me, like also for you to feel not safe in your own house, you know, that's also something that I would be like, I never feel safe. I get this feeling. Okay, guys, I'm going to be reading today for Leo idols. I do have the list here. I'm going to be reading for first. I'm going to be reading for GD. Then I'm going to be reading for Ateez Mingi, for Stray Kids Changbin, for NCT Dream Mark Lee and Jaemin, for 17 S.Coups, for WayV Xiaojun, and Sserafim Kazuha. By the way, Andy's fan, their accent, I knew. Yeah, I always get all the updates with her perspective. I find it so refreshing. I was like, yeah, you do you. Like I like it. I like her honesty, and like I also like how she narrates. But like when she gets, like when she calls out certain things, I'm like, you know, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Also, there's a lot of noise. Like I can hear it from this side. But I believe that it's because they were playing a soccer match and maybe the the winner started to celebrate, but I can hear it. I can hear it like a carnival. Okay, guys, I want to start because then I am Agira, did you start watching The Boyfriend? The Netflix series? It's really good. And it's short. It's not that many episodes. Okay, I'm going to start reading for GD. Why GD is so, energy feels so, he feels so indecisive. You know, I think that he's someone that he is in the middle of deciding something, but he is like, he at the end he does or says something that is like, it's confusing. It's confusing because you don't know, like, okay, are you in or are you out? What is going on? And I think that it has to do with music or creation, because I have the Ace of Cups here and also I have the Ace of Pentacles. So I'm like, yeah, it's about creation, definitely, or about a project and money. But yeah, for GD we start with the Devil, Page of Swords. Did I put the filter? Why, guys? Because I feel like I look weird, but okay. Ace of Pentacles in the middle, Two of Pentacles, yeah, G-Dragon, and Five of Wands. And the card from the other deck has the Ace of Cups, that the keyword is Love Abounds. Beautiful. Yeah, I definitely think that, yeah, he's dealing. There's a lot of business talk. There's a lot of negotiation. I would say he's not that convinced, you know, because he comes as a Page of Swords. So there's something about him. Because we know GD is not an amateur. Definitely, he's not someone that started yesterday. But definitely, his energy feels like this. It feels like he's starting over, or maybe he's trying to introduce something that he hasn't done before. So it feels like he feels like an amateur, or he feels like, okay, like I'm starting over. This is very new for me. But I think that it's like there's a part of him that he wants to get to an agreement, and there's also another part where he's sort of resisting to get manipulated. He's resisting to get to make a contract or to create an alliance with people that are very ambitious. You know, definitely, if he wants to do this, it means that he has to sign something, a contract or something with someone, and he is a bit on the defensive. He is a bit like acting a bit like irrational, I would say. You know, like yeah, today I'm great, and I'm saying yes. But yeah, then, you know, tomorrow I wake up in the wrong side of the bed, and I get annoyed, and I'm like, I don't want to do it. So it seems like he feels pressured. Maybe the conditions are not the best, but I think that he doesn't want to be in the power of these people. So there's something about him resisting a lot because of this. Maybe there's something that he doesn't want to sign. He's like, okay, I will do it, but I don't want to sign this. Like, there has to be another way. Because yeah, they want to own him. Definitely. I can see it. But we have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and also, he also has also this another Ace. So his year is going to be very successful. His year is going to be very successful. He's going to achieve what he wants. Some of the things that he wants. I think that it has to do with something. He can come to an agreement, and this also can mean success, sort of advancing in a negotiation. And I think that probably he wants to release something, because I have the Ace of Cups here. So I'm like, you're very inspired. Like, he already has this piece of art that he wants to deliver. He already has it. It's already here, like it's in the present. But I think that he has conflicts. He has conflicts, again, the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. There's something that probably he's not convinced with how this is going to be used. He could have also a lot of disagreement with people. That probably is the same people that want to dominate him. And he just doesn't feel, he's like, yeah, I want to do this because he sort of wants a new start for himself. He wants it. He probably has something that he has already worked on. So I see the material and he has it. He has it, and also I think that if he releases it, it's going to be very loved. It's going to be like, people really, really miss him. They really want something of him, But I think that the conditions to do this, it seems like he has to sell a bit of himself. Like, if he feels like he has to sell himself, and he doesn't want that. So there's this feeling of like, yeah, I will agree on this, but not on this. So I see him very, very confusing, his energy. Very confusing. Probably also he could reach an agreement with someone, with an enterprise, with a powerful people or organization, but then he can actually have a moment where he's going to talk bad about these people, or just dismiss these people and be like, oh no, I don't do business with people like them, or I don't do this with them. I see conflict. I think that he's trying to satisfy the demands. I think that there's a lot of demand, maybe from the fans, or maybe from the audience. He feels like, okay, people want something of me, and I can give them something because I have it. But I think that he's not that stable. This year is not a year where he can, like, it seems like he will do something, he will establish something, or he will release something, and that will sort of get taken away, or it will take another form after he releases it. So I don't know if it's because some people want to have ownership of what he does and what he creates. So it's more like what benefits them. And he feels also very much on the defensive. It's like, I don't want to give this to them, because I know that they will distort it, they will ruin it, I know it. But at the same time, he also is not that stable himself to be like, okay, I don't need of any collaboration, I would just release it myself and that's it. I will not talk to anyone, I will do business only on my own. I don't know. I see that he needs an enterprise, or he needs someone. And this person is also very obsessed with him. So could it be his former company? Could it be YG? That they want him back, or they want this to be done with them? Because I see him like, sort of like him wanting to get away, actually, him wanting to free himself. But it seems like all the roads lead him to this company, or to these same people that he already worked for in the past. But at the same time, also I see that GD is very contradictory, and in this I also got remember when there was this whole speculation if he was going to leave YG, if he was going to resign with YG, like a lot of talks. There was a lot of talks, like, and people speculated a lot. And when I pulled cards for him, I got all these cards that they reminded me a bit of Libra energy, because it's like, yeah, I'm not 100% close with them. Like, there's some things I don't agree on, but at the same time, I respect them because we have history. So I think that maybe, yeah, GD has to go back to do some business with some people that he's like, I really didn't want to do it anymore. Or maybe even the audience can be like, why did you partner with them again? But honestly, I think that it's like the safe place, and also because they come with the Ace of Pentacles. So definitely, if it's about money or if it's about investment, they have it. They have it. So they can sort of give a twist or something extra to what he releases that is going to be very beneficial for him. But I see him a bit like not satisfied, and I see him, being like, yeah, I'm one moment I'm hanging out with you and we're great, and then the next is like, I don't know who you are, and I sort of ignore you or I talk bad about you. So there's duality in him. There's duality. mm. Hey, Fluffy. Yeah, yeah, there's a um I don't know. I think that this industry is very. First of all, I can see how money hungry they are for him. Everything. I think that it's something that they heard or they got the news that he was doing something or he was going to release something, and they went to. They want to take over him, and this is why he feels so, like, sort of like obligated to be this indecisive on purpose. So he doesn't give them hints of like, oh, here, yeah, this is what I made here. They are so obsessed with him, that they want, it's like the first news, they want to know everything. Like, okay, are you working on something new? We want to be part of this, because we want to work with you. And they don't let him, and also they ruin the mood. They ruin the mood. But yeah, it's that industry. Definitely, there's a lot of ambitious people around him, and it seems like they can smell the creativity in him, and they are like, he's working on something. We have to go and find him because he's working on something. Okay, I'm going to continue with Ateez Mingi. My God, they're so noisy outside. Oh, that's okay. Thank you for joining, Fluffy. Okay. Um, for Mingi, for Ateez Mingi, we have the Tower, Knight of Swords, Six of Cups, Knight of Wands, and Page of Cups. And then he got the card of the Star. The keyword is heal. Um, yeah, I think that definitely there's a lot of movement for Mingi this year. A lot of movement. A lot. Like I see a lot of knights here, and I'm like, wow, he definitely is moving very fast. He's moving. Like we have here the Tower and the Knight of Swords. So I think that he went through some changes probably, or he had probably a lot of things around him are changing. Maybe it has to do with his associations with the people that he knows. But I see him very active, sort of like, like defending himself a bit more. I see him more proactive. Um, there's something about him just defending his integrity a lot, because we have the Six of Cups here in the middle. So I'm like, I wonder if something happened where he felt attacked, something of the past where he felt attacked. And he's like, no, you're not going to attack me. There's something about him also feeling very generous, with others. He's like, I think that also the Knight of Swords and the Tower probably has to do with him working his own willpower to not destroy himself, to not, be negative, or to not have this tendency of having to destroy something. Usually, I see that he has his moments where probably his temper, or something that happens to him, or maybe a part of his character, he sort of clashes with other people, and it can put in risk a lot of relationships or potential collaborations. I think that he's trying to maybe relax a bit more and not be so anxious, and not fighting, not getting angry and probably hurting other people, because he has the Six of Cups. So definitely he has been feeling very nostalgic this year. Probably this Leo season is also going to trigger some memories of his. And I think that he's also thinking a lot about his past, about his past. I think that he knows that he has a potential to destroy everything he has built before. So he wants to be thoughtful. He wants to be considerate to others. He doesn't want to be hurting people, or ruining situations. So I wonder what happens with Mingi. Like, what happens in his mind, that he has this side where he's like, I know I can get destructive from time to time, or I can get very destructive thoughts, or I can sort of ruin certain things. I see him also probably in the past, not so long ago, like it could be months ago, like him sort of also feeling very nervous and feeling very like when you're moody and you don't want to deal with certain people, or you choose everything that they tell you, you feel it like an attack. So I see him very much like this. Like, if you come at me, I'm going to go. But I think that he's trying to change that, definitely. Maybe also being part, like fame also has this element of sometimes there are situations that get out of control. Maybe there's people talking about them on the internet, or maybe there's sasangs. I don't know if Ateez has sasangs. Probably they do. So he knows about this, and he gets very reactive. He gets very. I think that something happened. Not so long ago, something happened, and he had this need to confront the person, or to be like, with these words, I believe like I could destroy you. I shouldn't be like this, but I feel the need to say it because you don't have the right to treat us like this. So I think that it's very interesting to read for Mingi. I often feel like Mingi is someone that he has a lot of personalities in one. Like we all have different personality traits inside ourselves. We all have different facets of ourselves. But in the case of Mingi, I would say is a very distinctive personalities. And some of them are very angry. Some of them are very angry. This is why I see the six of cups, and I sort of see him like trying to mend or trying to fix things from the past. If this was like a fallout, a discussion with someone, or him just like attacking someone, and I don't know, maybe he got the wrong person or he said something out of place, he's like, I should be more generous. I shouldn't do what I did in the past. Maybe I should be a bit much more considerate when I say things. But I don't think he's going to change that much because we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. So I don't know if this is his energy or if this is the energy of people that are following him around. That sort of want to see other sides of Mingi. Maybe invade his personal space. Could it be? This is why he feels so reactive. I feel him like, this is not something that he does for fun. I think that this has to do about him defending his life or his intimacy. Maybe also like letting people know, like, you cannot do this to us, and people still insisting. I feel it very, very, very invasive. He could have a stalker. And also this person comes here with the Page of Cups. So there's this feeling of like he wants to say something to this person, but at the end, this person sort of gets away because it's someone very fast. It's someone that comes and goes, someone that travels with them or that has the possibility to appear and disappear. So, and also it's very fast, also giving messages. So he's like, oh no, not that again. And also the Page of Cups is like, I do this because I love you. So this is why probably he feels a bit erratic in this sense. He's like, why are these people like interrupting my possibility to be happy? I'm trying to be, I think that he's trying to be understanding. Also, the Six of Cups is all about him remembering all the time that he has to be patient and that he has to be considerate. Because probably he's like, yeah, I know these people love us, but sometimes they go far and I don't like it. And also we have the card of the Star, and the keyword is heal. So also Mingi this year is a year of a lot of healing, like continuing with the process of healing himself. So probably this is why he's like, I don't want to get into negativity, like I don't want to get like this, but if I have all these people running in circles around me, I cannot act like I don't see them or I don't see what they're doing or what they're trying to cause. I have to react. And the Star card, it's like he's in this sensitive moment, but it's a beautiful moment, but it's also a moment of a lot of vulnerability. He probably is doing different sessions. It can be like for his mental health, or it can be physical even. So you know, he's in this process where he's liberating himself from past wounds. But at the same time, he's feeling sensitive. So he's like, don't come at me. Don't come at me because, you know, I'm probably going to say something and it's not going to be nice. And then I'm going to be the bad guy, you know, and then I'm going to be the bad guy. And I don't want it. I don't want it. Like, I also love you, but not like this. Not like this. Like, I know you love me. I love you all as well, but this is not the way to get to me. If you want to get to me, don't do this. Don't do this because, you know, the lion is going to come out and it's going to be nasty. He's going to say something that you're not going to like, and then they're going to want to, to cancel him. So I say the lion wants to come out, and look what I got. The stress card. I said the lion wants to come out and roar. The stress card, the Leo card. So yeah, I think that he's the keyword of this next month is patience. Is be compassionate with the Sasangs or be compassionate with the stalkers. Don't give them the possibility to see you out of place or out of control. Just, you know, breathe, have patience, and also because he's going through this very healing moment. This is a very important for him. It also can be spiritual because, you know, the star card is also, it can be spiritual. So, you know, things are going good personally. For I don't see much like new plans for Mingi, but I think that he's still like going on or to sessions or working on himself. So yeah, but it bothers him the, you know, the energy, the energy. It bothers him the energy. I don't know why I feel like it's people running around. I don't know why I feel like it's people like running around. And when you want to catch them, they run like they run very fast. It's like you saw them, but they run very fast. They run very fast, very fast. It's like you cannot catch them because they disappear very fast. It sort of make you feel like you're crazy because you're like, but I just saw people. Yeah, they were here. Okay, I'm going to continue with the Stray Kids Changbin. Very well for Changbin. Very well. Mm-hmm. 14. I always... Okay. We start. For Changbin, we have the Star, King of Wands, very Leo, 10 of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Fool. And he got the card of Temperance, Balance. A lot of major arcanas. I'm like, yeah, this year is very well, is doing very well for his finances, for his stability, for his career, but also spiritually and personally. I believe Changbin is going through some adjustances. I would say, like, he's adjusting to certain things. He's changing his mindset. I believe he's trying to be less reactive. He's trying to be less. He wants to be like the assertive man that he is. But at the same time, with the star card, I think that he's like, maybe in this part of my career, I can relax a bit and not try too hard or not do too much. I think that he's sort of is slowing down his very strong energy of like, okay, I have to be great, or I have to be loud, or I have to be like, take over the stage, and I have to be like this, and I have to be fierce, and I have to be the boss, and here is the star card is like, you already are famous. So, take pride in that you are doing very well. The star card is like illuminating a bit his ego self, I would say, and they're like, relax, like you already done the work. Now enjoy it. Because probably this year is going to be very successful for him. We have the 10 of Pentacles in the middle, so definitely a lot of good opportunities with the group, them building or keep building their legacy. So there's something about them sort of having this very stable existence. Like they have this, the Stray Kids is shining so much, or it's gaining so much, that they can be like, okay, yeah, this is our legacy, or okay, this is what we are, and this is a stable, like no one is going to come to mess with us or to destroy us or to try to move things out of place, and I think that for him this is a part of, maybe for him it hasn't been easy to find this sort of stability, and he always had this strong desire of wanting to do more for the group and for himself. It's like he really puts like 120% of himself, and he's so, sometimes in this role of the King of Wands, he can sound or seem a bit rigid, because he's like, no, we have to be the best, or we have to be competitive, and we have to get this. And it's like it seems like he's always angry, at fame. But the 10 of Pentacles here is like, enjoy the stability, enjoy the success. The seeds that you planted all these years, they are like, they are blooming, so enjoy it. You have it. You have also, there's a lot of stability from different, not just the company, but also from different enterprises or from different investors or different brands. I don't know, they have different deals that they also add to Stray Kids or him as a creator. They give him this stability so he can, sit comfortably and be like, okay, I belong, like nobody's moving me from here, we are doing okay. And I think that for him is a whole process to not, to not so much be like paying attention to what Changbin, the performer or the artist, want, more like, what does Changbin, the human, the person, wants? It's like, you done great in your job, in your role. Now focus on yourself. Focus on the most personal side of yourself. And this is why we have the hermit and the fool. Because probably there's a need for him, or the possibility for him to, not so much being focusing on like, okay, how will the fans view us, or how will the audience react to what I'm doing. It's more like, you can relax, you are doing great. Now you have to reflect. Now you have to think about yourself. Go back to yourself. Go back. Reflect. Learn about yourself. Also connect with who are you. These are great moments for him to reflect in the calmness, in like being like, oh, I actually, this year I want to try something different. This year I want to do something different. I want to try something that I never thought that someone like me would do. So I think that probably it could be that also he's maybe thinking about a solo career or a solo project, like an opportunity of his and him only. And he's like, we are doing good with the group. So I'm sort of seeing that I would like to try something for myself. I sort of want to give me the permission to try something wild and something personal. Like there's something I want to do. But yeah, he has to reflect on it. He has to, I don't see a creation here. I don't see like, oh, he's going to release an album. No, I don't see creation. But I think that he can rest enough or relax enough to be like, oh, I'm starting to think outside the box, outside of what I usually do. And I want to do something different. I wonder if I can make it. But I want to start training now. So maybe it could be music, or maybe it could be something else. Could it be acting? Could it be, I don't know, some artistic form that is not rap, that is not about like, him as with music? Could it be something else? But he really, and I think that is lovely, because I think that for him is like, no, there's no way I would be able to do this. No, people wouldn't associate this with me. But he's maturing. He's maturing. He's starting to see that, that he can have different sides. That he can have different hobbies, that not everything has to do with him showing up here all masculine, all like in power and being like, the passionate man, like, yeah, I'm a man's man, and I'm like, no, actually, you could actually choose something a bit crazy, and that's okay as well. But yeah, it has to do with his identity. He needs to be more flexible about the different sides of himself, not be so black and white, not sort of advancing in his self-image, and not think like, oh, no, because I am the kind of person. So, since I am this kind of person, I will never change. No, actually, the cards are like, you can change. There's a lot of room for you to change. Like, welcome the change. And this is why he gets the card of the temperance, balance. Because it's like, it seems like he has to balance his masculine side with his more feminine side. He has to balance them, the both of them. And this year is for this. But probably he was never able to do it before, or to see it like he's seeing it right now, because he was so busy with the group. And he is so busy thinking, and he probably is worried as well. He's like, I want us to do better, or I want us to improve in this, and I have to be with the guys in here, and we have to also do this. So this is why, for him, maybe at this point, this year, he's going to be reflecting like, but what about me? What about my, this is a very Leo reflection. What about myself? My individuality. Who am I? What do I want? Idols must feel that urgency a lot. They need to renew themselves constantly. Yeah. Yeah. One time I went to a stage celebration for his birthday, even though I'm not a stage. Ah, it's so lovely when you get to go to these events that the fans create, and you sort of are like there, and you're like, okay, I will go. Let me join you. And also some fans are they prepare so many things, and it feels so special that you're like, yeah, I want to go. Like I want to participate. Guys, didn't I put the restriction of the subscribers? I did put the restriction, right? Did you see it? I believe I changed it. Oh, and I put it like 20 days. Have you experienced that, Vanessa? Of what? Of going into a fans? Yeah, they just press. You mean Fluffy going to a fandom celebration, like a birthday celebration? No. I seen it. I seen clips, and actually, my army friend Lari, that she's from Mexico, she actually did share a few pictures. We were on lockdown, or I believe it was 2021, and I saw it, and she was like, "Oh, in there was other groups also, because it was done in a public space, but the things that they had, it was so beautiful." Here in Argentina, I believe that the girls do it, but it's mostly on the capital. They do it on the capital, and I don't know, because I don't know Argentinian fans. Like, I don't know. I never actually looked. All the fangirls that are my friends are from other parts of the world, so I never went like in person to. I would love to go. Yeah, I would love to go. But also it reminds me of me being a fans girl in 1998, like me being 13-year-old and having a fans club. I remember me and my best friends. We had a Backstreet Boys fan club. I remember back in the day you had to. We had look, there wasn't even like to do it on computer. We would write it down like on paper, and would just print and do photocopies, do copies of that sort of sign, and we would go to different schools, because we were in private school, but we would go to different schools in the area, and would leave them like on these places where the kids used to hang out. And that's how, the people that were interested, they would contact us. They would be like, oh, we would love to go. And we would meet, and we would exchange posters and pictures and CDs and all those things. It was like this. I remember my friend used to put the house, like her mom was so nice, because she would give us the room, and we would meet people of the city that they were also fans. I remember I had a huge folder. It was like a folder. It was like this. Do you know these videos of people that usually they show you that they have in folders, they have the photo cards, they have like all the different segments for the different tiny photo cards? Well, I used to have that huge folders with different like also films, but in there I would put pictures, or I would put like articles of magazines, some, yeah, a lot of posters, because we would get them out of basically of magazines, and I would have a lot of magazines. I would collect a lot of magazines, and we would trade that. For example, if I had like, I don't know, a poster that it was, I had it repeated, I had it twice, I would trade the other one with someone for the one that I didn't have. So in there, I remember those moments, and it was so fun, and it was so nice. I don't think it lasted that long, but when it lasted and we actually got together to do it, like, it was so nice. It was so nice because no one would judge, like, no one. Like, I remember I had some of my friends from other school, that they would come over with their boyfriends. Even we were 13 or 14, but they were dating, and they would bring their boyfriend over to the fan meetings. So it was so cool. It was so friendly, so friendly. Ah. Who is your bias in the Backstreet Boys? My initial bias, like, honestly, the one that I always liked, obviously, was Nick Carter. Nick Carter was my bias, I would say. But because everyone was so obsessed with Nick. So Nick was like the Jungkook of BTS. Like, everyone were like falling for him, you know. So, and I got so, I don't know why, I got so annoyed that, you know, it was like, it was such a cliche, and it was so, like, easy to guess, you know, like, who is your bias? Yeah, I'm sure your bias is Nick, like, because everyone's like favorite was Nick Carter. So since I don't know what went through my mind, but I was like, I don't, yeah, like, I don't know, I didn't like it. I was like, I don't like to have the same bias as the other ones. So I chose, at the end, I chose Brian. I believe it's Brian Littrell, his last name, Littrell, I believe is. Yeah, so then I changed from Nick. I became a Nick's fan, like, a few months. Then I heard everyone talking about him, and I was like, no, I'm changing my bias. So I changed to Brian. Brian was my bias because I got so fed up. Everyone just liked Nick, but if you see my collections, definitely the most pictures that I had were of Nick, because he was so beautiful. Like, I still like him. It's just that I didn't want to admit that he was my bias because it was so overdone. Like, everyone was being his fans, and I was like, oh no, I don't want to be like the others. Me trying to be different. um. Here where I live is just BTS or Stray Kids. No girl. Ah, no girl. Yeah, I believe that, I don't know much, but I believe that in Capital it's only for BTS. I met an NCT once, but then I don't know, she sort of also had like a mental breakdown, and she was like, I'm getting off the internet, or I don't know, or I'm going back to my life, and she decided to not post anything. So then she was a journalist, like, she had a lot of great videos about NCT explaining in Argentinian Spanish. She was so cool, so intelligent, but, you know, then she disappeared, and so I don't know much NCT. But the other day I did see that they managed to get a red velvet picture on a bus in our city. They had like the decoration with the picture of the girls. So, and they were so happy to be able to make it. The only funny thing that I always come across on TikTok about NCT is that here in Buenos Aires we have um, a bus line, like a bus which number is 1 to 7. So every time that very known bus goes around the streets, people often use it as an image, and they use it and they put it like they put the music of a sticker, not sticker, Kick It, the music of Kick It. They put that sound in every time the bus, the public bus, the public transportation passes, and it says 1 to 7. They often do this. Yeah, it's a very known bus. Yeah, it's very used in the capital. When you go there, the 1 to 7. Yeah. Yeah, there are actually K-pop magazines here. I brought a few. The posters aren't that great. I want a Utah. If someone please is able to get me a Utah magazine with Utah pictures, I would just appreciate you. I would love you forever. But I want. I know they are Japanese, some of them, so it's not going to be easy to get. But I just want one. I don't care what year. I just want one. Vaya Simbi. I love so much. I love so much when my friend mentioned bias for One Direction. She wants to be different, guys. Yes. Nick Opa. Nick Opa. Yeah, it's just that I don't know. I got so annoyed because, yeah, maybe because it's not like now that we have different groups, girls and boy groups that you can stand. So when you are only following like a group, one group, that every teenage girl follows that, and there's only 5 of them, and in the 5 of them, usually the girls are going to choose the pretty one, of course, or what they consider pretty. For me, honestly, like Kevin and AJ at that point, they looked too old for me. Like I remember that I believe Kevin was 25, 27 when he was part of the Backstreet Boys. But he was very like he looked like you looked at him like he looked like a man, not like a boy. Like and yeah, and for Nick, I have 5 years difference with Nick Carter. He's from the 1980, and I'm 95, so I have. But I remember when I used to follow them, like when I used to be a fan, I always saw Nick like, oh, he must be really like very old, like not old, but older than me. Maybe because of his status, because from the view of a fan, a teenage fan. I don't know if maybe teenage fans they feel the same for their biases. Like even though you are not that different in age, there's some numbers in difference, but not that much. But you still see them as older, like as if they are in another aspect that you're in another maturity level that you're not. But I don't think so now, because now I believe it's the other way around. Because people baby the idols, so. Team Vanessa was wild. Yeah, it was so healthy, Akira. It was so healthy. Like I think that I remember when they came here to Argentina and I got to go. It was one of the first concerts that I ever went in my life, and I was so happy. Then I got sick. I got pneumonia after going to a Backstreet Boys concert. But the memories also of me thinking that I got to go with what I consider my best friends back then. It was a lovely experience. It was a lovely experience. Like, this is why when I see now people enjoying K-pop and going with friends together and just like having fun and dressing up, and I'm like, that's so lovely. That's so lovely to have that. It's like it's like a once in a lifetime experience. Yes, at that age it feels like a lot. No, 12-year-old dream of marrying Jungkook. Ah, yes. My teenage crush was Hayden Christensen. Oh, yes. Yes. Hayden's a beautiful man. Yeah. Yeah. When I saw him also playing Darth Vader, playing Anakin, I was like, yeah. Yeah. He's so handsome. So handsome. Like, my type, definitely. Definitely. And he actually looks very good. Like, I believe the other day I saw an article about him. I don't know what he's doing with his life. I don't know. But he looked pretty much the same. Older, but not that different. An actor, I don't remember having a crush on someone. Do I have a crush on an actor? American actor? Because I used to watch a lot of movies, so I must have a crush on an actor. It's just that I don't remember one now. I used to think that, Russell Crowe in The Gladiator, he was so handsome. He was so handsome in The Gladiator. I was like, that's a beautiful man. That's a beautiful man. Then, and I actually like that kind of man, like the very masculine man. And talking about masculine, I'm thinking about this actor that he played in the movie 3000. Is it Gerald Butler? Is that his name? The one that says, "This is Sparta." He was also handsome. Gerald Butler. Yeah. Like, I saw him like in 3000, and I believe he also done. I don't know. I like gladiators. I like men in action. Like not superheroes. I don't like the superheroes. I like the men, the shirtless men. Very aggressive, very, or probably the ones that played a role either of a warrior or of a king. I am like this. I like those. I find them sexy. I'm like. Also, the other one that was kinda nice for me was this actor that he was in Avatar, but not Avatar the Airbender, Avatar the real Avatar movie. Then he did one of the gods. There was it Battle of the Gods? Something like this. He was also like Titans. Yes, thank you, Fluffy. Titans. Yeah, Titans. There. He was also interesting. Like, I was like, he's my type. I will be watching. But in those scenarios, I am kind of like. I I remember, like, that's why I was like, I had a boyfriend at the moment that I never say anything about like the opposite sex, because I'm a jealous person, so I don't say anything because I know how it feels. But I don't know why we were watching like a a soccer match, and there was this player that he was an Argentinian local team. It wasn't like Argentina against another. No, and there was this guy that I was like, oh look, and also I believe my mom was sort of making fun of me, like, oh look, there goes this one, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I said something or if I did, like, I said something that it sort of made my partner feel very angry because and he got upset at me because I was checking out or I said something flattering about or I didn't say anything, but maybe I showed it with my face that I actually liked the soccer player. So then I had a huge argument with my partner of then. And I remember that this is why I think that maybe for a while I kept my crushes for myself because I was like, oh, I don't want to have this discussion of like someone getting jealous because I said that I liked um, or that I find attractive. So then, you know, I'm going to question your type too. Yeah, you should, Akira. Yeah, you should. Because usually they are not pretty faced. They are not pretty faced, but their bodies is their mountains. I love them. I love a masculine man, like someone that is going to war. My dad believes he's Argentinian. He doesn't love anyone who's not Messi. Don't worry. Hearsay. Hearsay. Everyone, like, I don't know if all men, because there's some men that don't like soccer, but it's all Messi. All day long. Messi is God. Messi is perfect. Messi and his perfect wife, his perfect children. Like, oh no, Messi can do no wrong. Messi can do no wrong. Ever. And I'm like, he's just a man. Like, I don't understand the appeal. I don't understand it. My dad is like, if he could have like a sanctuary of Messi, he would have it. But for him, it's like, and look, he's annoying with a lot of people, but Messi, oh, like, no, Messi is Messi. I'm like, why do they put that man in such a pedestal? Like, I don't understand it. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that, it seems like the guy is very stable, like he has his family, like it seems like he's a nice guy. But he's just a man, he's a soccer player, like same, Capman. Sign. The other day I was watching an interview of Sign. I was like, that man never ages. He looks the same. Tom Hardy. Yeah, Tom Hardy. Also, yeah. My dad calls him Messias. Help. Yes, here too. They're so annoying with Messi. I don't know. They're so annoying. Watch Spartacus if you can. It's real eye candy. Oh, wait. I know I had the possibility to watch it on cable when it came out. But I don't know why I didn't. Or either I didn't continue or something happened. I'm going to write it down. Yeah, I remember, like, because it had a bit of the vibe of the 3000s. I almost went to Argentina with him, but I stopped talking to him a month before trip. Zayn is cute and an amazing singer, and born the same day as Dio. Wow. But the other day, I watched an interview of him talking about his daughter. And I don't know, he sounded like a real nice guy. Like this is the thing. I have a huge respect for a man that talks positively of their children. And the way he was talking about I believe his daughter, the way he was talking about her as this very prized possession and with a lot of respect, um, I was like, that man is a good man. Like I don't care about his he who he dates, if he doesn't date, if he goes around, if he have different women. I don't care. But as a father, that he, I don't know, and it's not so much about what he said. It's how his eyes light up when he talks about his daughter. For me, it's like, I love it. I love it. A Capricorn that is a responsible father is like, yeah, you made it. You made it. His Messi son, he follows him to other countries to watch him play. Oh, wow. Saying was my Jungkook. I wanted to marry him. Messi son. Before his daughter was born, he put a song from Kai, from EXO in the background. It was before announcing she would be named Kai. He's the best voice of One Direction. Definitely, sadly, he has anxiety, so that holds him from his career. He gets along well with Gigi. They celebrate each other for having their daughter. Then Kai tweeted, "Thank you. Thank him for listening to my music. I didn't know that. Okay, guys, I'm going to continue because if we, I don't know how we went. But these are happy subjects. I love to talk about this. My dad is the combination of both Angela and Christian. Not enough he is from the same town Christian is. Toxic. Toxic without the talent. We will never let that what happened? We will never let Christian and Angela live. They will always be. I found a post that the woman may say in 25 Argentinian. We will never let these two live, Angela and Christian. She deleted it, but the internet has it. The internet is so powerful. Okay, guys, I'm going to continue with Mark Lee. Then I'm going to read for Jaemin, the Leos. Okay. Okay, Mark Lee. All the cards were going great. All they were like, wow, triumph after triumph after triumph, and then the last card is the 10 of Swords. She's all yours. We don't want her. No, we don't want her either. Fan de su relación. Hey, Mark Lee. Sorry, I'm laughing because we're talking about something else with Akira, and I'm laughing. But yeah, for Marky Lee, we have um, Six of Wands, Page of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, Ten of Swords. So I was like, this is great. Like this is like so Leo. This is like so like, yeah, I love it that my man is in this process of valuing himself, and of course that there's with this is like he continues working. Of course he will never stop. But then the Ten of Swords at the end. It's like it spoils the whole spread because I was so happy. I was like, yay. Ten of Swords. And then the card that he got from the other deck is Seven of Swords. Seek the truth. So I wonder what... Could it be that he will be betrayed somehow by the people that he loves? Because, or him actually like, yeah, it ruined the vibe. Like I sort of see him like just being so proud of himself. You know, when you feel so proud and he continues working and he shows up and he does things in solitary and he done well, and then he does things with the group and he done well, and he's the center and he does well, and he's the leader and he does well. But when it comes to relationships, connection, we have this. So when I see this is I think that, you know, maybe in his career or things that demand of him to do and move and just being his successful self, he has control over this and he has pride, and he definitely maybe he even gets the reward, even material reward of all the movement and all the passion that he puts in his projects, in whatever he does. He has the vibe of someone that is a winner. You know, it's like Mark is always received like this. You know, whatever he does, it's like he's always received this way. You know, like even though he is still very young, and he is still is someone that, yeah, he could make mistakes. You know, he could look younger or not prepared for some people. But at the end, the man is successful. The man definitely gets the reward. He definitely gets it. And he's always like, it's all because of him. You know, he has this ability. But, you know, when we have this, I think that probably his relationships are not doing very well. And when I say this, I don't think that this is about love, you know, like, oh, a partner. It could be someone special, but also it could be friendships. Friendships in the group, or friendships, you know, just these very close, not just acquaintances. I would say these people that he really considers very close. Like he's like, that's my person. You know, I'm best friends with that person. This bond is special for me. And actually, like him having some, you know, like him having a hard time, probably, maybe being there for these relationships, like putting the effort, maybe, you know, because I see him shine so much in the outer side of life, in the public side. I see him like showing up and just being seen like he is a champion, like he's successful, like he is amazing. But you know, in his intimate connections, I see a lot of disappointment. You know, and I also see that probably he mentally he is not. He's so tired. You know, he's so tired. He's so probably he's also so busy that it's really hard for him to sustain connections, you know, and probably this is like the energy for him for this year, you know, that probably there's someone special in his life that is sort of trying to get his attention, or is trying to be like, hey, hello, I'm here, I'm waiting for you, you know, I'm waiting for you to make the move, or I'm waiting for you to do something about this and you didn't, so I'm leaving and I'm leaving you. And he feeling like this, he feeling really defeated, you know, like, oh really, I didn't think that you were going to leave me, or I didn't think that you were going to quit this, you know, because I think that with all these cards, definitely the people around Mark, they really praise him, and they really treat him very well, and also he's very like celebrated, I would say. Like there's something about him just being celebrated, just being praised a lot, you know. So but when it comes to connections, maybe either he doesn't know how to sustain connections, he is inexperienced in this, and he doesn't know how to recognize when the other person needs of him. You know, it's like I needed you and you weren't there, and he be like, but yeah, because I'm busy, but you know, because we are doing great, I'm doing great, so yeah, this is why. Um, but yeah, I think that probably, yeah, he has like a connection with someone, or he's starting to see someone, a special someone. Sorry guys, I got scared, I heard a noise and it was Luna. um but there's this feeling of like, you know, this person be like, you know, we better leave this like this, because and I also feel I see him disappointed and a bit like he feeling a bit bad about it. So I wonder if this person is going to tell him something that is going to break his heart, because we have the Seven of Swords that it says seek the truth. So I wonder if this person is going to tell him the truth. Like probably if they were seeing each other, this person is going to reveal something to him. It's going to be like, yeah, you know, the reality is that, I don't know, I'm seeing someone else, or, you know, I don't want to continue because, you know, no, I don't know. He gets, someone reveals the truth that is going to be very, very, yeah, the drums, you can hear them. Yeah, it's a local soccer team that is celebrating. I know. Yeah, him feeling a bit down because of this, because of but probably this person is also very fishy, because the seven of swords, you know, that is someone that sort of omits certain information. So I think that when you have this card, it's like you sort of like, you know, removing the mask of this person and being like, okay, who are you, and what do you want? What are you doing in my life? You know, probably he discovers something of this person, but it still is very hurtful, because probably he has his hopes down. His hopes, not down. I'm going to try to clarify to see if he has someone, or if this could be like a friend. Who is this person? Mm. Mm. I think that it's a friendship, because I see two men in here. It's a friendship. Look, and this is the final card. It's a friendship, or it could be two people interested in him, or two good friends of his, and him, I don't know, him sort of seeing that they go together and like they hang out without him, and he's left here alone. Or probably these two people are going to do more things together and he's not involved. Because I sort of see that also probably, it seems like Mark careers, and probably also him being a Leo, is like his goal, or maybe how his life is going, it has to do with him sort of standing on his own and being his own boss, or being his own artist, or being his own, I don't know, business owner. You know, there's something about individuality. Also, we are in Leo season, so it's all about individualization. So yeah, definitely Mark, it seems like his life path, the more he gets the recognition and the possibility to shine and be successful, the more he fails in connections. So I believe that this is why these people sort of decide to walk away, or they decide to go, let's go somewhere without him, because since he's so busy or he has all these things, he sure is, he doesn't have the time for us. But at the same time, he feels a bit sad, because he's like, you know, I also want to hang out with you guys. I also want to do it, but I cannot do it because I'm busy. So it's a bit sad, yeah. There's two men. And it's like, it seems like they are no longer paying attention to him, and it's like they're going on their way. They're going with each other. They're like, okay, let's go. And him feeling like, you guys didn't include me. You guys didn't invite me. Like, what is going on? Like him feeling like the third wheel, like, like. But also, you know, the Seven of Swords that it says seek the truth is about the nature of the connection. You know, if this person are walking away from him, or they are leaving him behind, there's something that he needs to realize about the connection. Maybe the connection is not the truth. Maybe there's been some lying or deceitment. This is what happens when you are in a country that revolves around soccer. Like, even the tiniest local soccer team that no one knows, that probably has like 13 supporters, when they win, they do such a chaos. Ah, poor Mark. Because actually he's doing so great. But I love it anyways for him, because he's still successful, and that no one is going to take that away from him. So I don't know about these people. Let them go, Mark. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go have fun. You are more important. Who is the Knight of Pentacles? I don't know. Who do you think could be, Fluffy? But they really must mean a lot to him for him to get offended like that. It's as if this person is sort of starting to plan things to do with themselves, and he's not invited. And he's like, but what about me? Like, yeah. No, Earth in NCT we don't have. Oh my God. Sorry for the noise, guys. Yeah, I don't think that is literally, it could be anyone. Like, I don't think it's literal, like, the signs. But it's their energy, you know, it's their energy. Probably these people, these two, are already creating a dynamic or are already arranging to do something together. It's like, oh, we are going to travel, I don't know, create content, and we are going to travel here, the two of us. And Mark not feeling like invited, like feeling left out, like you two are going, and what about me? You know, something like this. And I see them already like being very active. It's as if they sort of, and the two of them are knights. So the two of them are like, their dynamic is moving. Their dynamic is moving. Either because they want to create a dynamic to sell something or to be more popular, or I don't know, but they are sort of they are in sync. They are synchronizing. They are similar. And it's like there's no room for Mark. Yeah, Amorike, it may not even be NCT, but it kind of sounds like members the way you describe it. Yeah, because I was like, could this be a woman? I was like, could this be a girl? You know, girlfriend. But I don't see feminine energy. I see two men. And they are already doing this because they are already on their way. Or he's already starting to see them move. It's like everything is happening in front of his noses. So in his nose. So he's like, oh, so you guys didn't invite me. I thought you loved me. You said you loved me. It could be you. Ah, Geno, what a man. It's so crazy how the tarot works, because I was like, okay, is this a group of friends or is this like a girl? And the two knights came out. But like Akira said, it could be two guys, and they could be also interested in him romantically, maybe. But since I asked for friendship, maybe he feels abandoned about people going to the military. It could be Fluffy. Could it be that two of them are going? And he's finding out that two of them are leaving very soon? Because he really feels like affected emotionally. Oh, wow. I didn't think about it, about the military. My God. But you're right. Okay. I'm going to continue with Jaemin. But it's so interesting. It's so interesting. You're right, two of them could be going. Two at the same time. Okay, for Jaemin, Jaemin is very sharp. He always gets the justice card, right, Jaemin? NCT Dream Jaemin? He always gets the justice card, right? Because again, I see him battling, arguing with people, arguing with someone, not holding back, asking justice for himself. Yeah, definitely, he's very opinionated. For Jaemin, we start with the Knight of Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, Five of Swords, the Justice in the middle, Death card, and Five of Cups. And then he got the card of the Judgment, Blossom. So a lot of things are happening in his life, but his life feels very chaotic. Like there's a lot of lessons in here, but at the same time, I think that he's just so tired of always having to defend himself. Like I see him opposing to people. You know, for example, like if you have a group's reunion, like with the CEOs or someone of importance and authority, he's always the one that comes out to bring, you know, like, oh, we have this issue, oh, this happens, or how we resolve this, how do we do this, we do not have this is not enough, what you're giving us is not okay. Like I see him just being like the spokesperson of very heavy subjects. I think that he is very annoyed, he's very tired, he's so fed up of always having to have this posture, you know, to sort of having to turn into this very loud and unpleasant person, because otherwise, you know, maybe the company or maybe people that manages them don't realize how stressful it is for him. I don't know if he talks for the others, if he talks, or he's like a spokesperson for the others, but it seems like for him, you know, these last months hasn't been easy. He has a lot of opinions and perceptions about what's going on. Maybe it has to do with the management of the group. He's not satisfied. He's also asking for justice. He's asking for things to be fair. He's not going to hush. He's not going to hush. But then, you know, I think that some things can change. We have the Death card and the Five of Cups. Some things, a change can happen, but actually I don't think that this change is going to satisfy his needs or is going to make him feel more reassured or happier or better. I think that they, I don't know, these cards are sort of also letting him know that that there's things that never change. You know, even though we have the Death card here, there's something about him probably thinking that, you know, by speaking up, that he's making a contribution to fairness, to, you know, to them realizing something, that something is not right or something is not okay. But honestly, I don't think they care. I think that they They just try to sort of calm him down, and it's like promise him that things will be different next time. But then, with the Five of Cups, maybe also the responsibility relies on him. I don't know. I think that it has to do with responsibility because, sort of in this Justice card, I can kind of see his energy. I can kind of feel him trying to balance the group or trying to be a stable force for the group or someone that pays attention to different sides and not takes is neutral, someone that is always looking for the benefit of the group. But I think that also he feels like mistreated. He also feels like, okay, you really don't take into consideration my needs. You haven't given me what I wanted. I asked for something, you didn't give it to me. I'm still waiting. I know I'm going to be disappointed at the end. I know I'm not going to get what I wanted, what I was promised, but okay. So I see him very like angry, sort of pushing certain conversations or comments to introduce change. I think that they can give him a bit for him, but it's not going to be for. It's not going to give him neither peace of mind nor happiness. I think that he just has to accept that maybe this is how they manage and it's not going to change. Also, the Judgment, Blossom. The Judgment is also a card that I think that it has to do also with being humble. Now that we are in Leo season, I think that it's important sometimes when we demand things or when we want things to change or we are like, oh, I want this, but what have you done? Like also the Judgment is like the Judgment comes for all of us. For all of us. It's going to come for you too. So also prepare yourself because this that you're asking, maybe, okay, what have you been given in return? What have you been doing? So probably he's going to be judged at the end. Instead of someone lending him a hand, maybe there could be a bit of criticism, and being like, a not so positive feedback, or then putting more pressure on him and being like, oh, because you're older, because you're wiser, because, you are the justice, you have to keep going, you have to keep insisting, you cannot lose hope. I think that these moments are very, very, very weird, are not, they feel very intense, they feel very tense also. They feel very like he's not going to get what he wants. He's going to keep complaining, but nothing is going to change. Because I believe that this is like the resolution of the cards. It's like you're asking something to change that is not going to change. It's not going to change. And also it's like, yeah, there could be a moment where there could be a bit of karma, with Blossom. There could be some new beginning, some new something. There could be a transformation, but it still is not going to satisfy him to the level that he's expecting. He's expecting maybe to get more help, to get more of something, and he's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. Yeah, no. The Moon. Because I believe that there's a lot of things that he doesn't know about this method that he's asking very insistently that changes. He's asking for a change, he's asking for a retribution, he's asking for something, but they are not really telling him why they don't give him that. They are also hiding things from him. Things are not clear. I think that probably there's something also, yeah, about, where you put your trust. There's something about, like, the cards being like, they already treated you like this before. This already happened. Like this the way they interacted with you that's the evidence, that's the proof that they really don't care. So, instead of insisting and getting upset and getting in a bad mood and getting all negative and just like, not being able to shine like the Leo that he is, he should just accept whatever comes. Just do your part, use your charisma, use your humor, your beauty, and just go with the flow. Don't expect these places to change, to understand, to adapt, because they're not going to. They are not going to. And if they can make it a bit more difficult for him, they're going to make it. Because also they don't like to be told what to do. Yeah, he has to let go. Yeah. I think that he's very much involved, and also with the justice in the middle, I wonder if he plays a role. I wonder if they gave him a role, or if he himself, if he feels like he's in the role of this spokesperson. Like he feels like he's doing something of value. Definitely his role as this justice card that we had in the middle, someone that wants to help both sides get to an agreement. But at the same time, I think that what he's not understanding is that they're not going to give him what he wants. It doesn't matter how much he tells them, or he's like, I noticed this happened, and I think we should avoid this. And he has all these great ideas, and he has this need to express, and he really worries. Like I think that the what is sad is how Jaemin gets so emotionally involved in this. For him, this is personal. Maybe it's like a technical issue, and for him, it's like, no, this cannot happen. He talks as if he had shares in the company himself, as if he was a CEO himself and he was about to lose something himself. It's like, no, don't get that involved. They don't care. They don't care. Don't put your values in there. No, they don't care. They don't care. CBX paved the way. I'm just saying, yeah. Or is it the old Jaemin? Actually, it's probably Xiaojun. Yes, first to leave exam. Yeah, and that's why we have the card of the judgment. He got the card of the judgment, so there could be some movements. Maybe in a scandal, something that is not about Jaemin, but is affects the company at the end. So it's like you can never expect the company to be connected or just showing interest in your issues of your group if they cannot even handle their own. So it's like their struggles are not over. They're not paying attention. They are just like messy. They are messy. They are messy. So yeah, stop being like wanting to be this righteous. I feel like he wants to be righteous. He wants to be a good person. He wants to be probably. I don't know why I feel Jaemin so involved as if he was the leader. He's not the leader of NCT Dream, right? But I know he's in charge of something because he feels like a leader. He sounds like a leader. I see him very observant, like he pays attention. He probably, he has a lot of feedbacks. He's like, this happened. I noticed this. I wrote down this. I see him very proper, very professional. But no, they don't care. They don't care. It's like he gets all annoyed. It's in vain. It's not going. It's not worth it for him to get this angry. It's not worth it. He has to focus on himself, and that's it. Maybe the right hand man. There is often one in K-pop groups. Okay, I'm going to continue with 17 S.Coups. get all these women? Oh my God. Okay, for S.Coups, we have the Three of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and Justice. And he got the Wheel of Fortune flow. There's no way these queens are the members. Like, how feminine can, or how connected with your feminine energy can you be that you got all these queens in here? Because I also see an association. So could it be that he's going to work or collaborate or write a song for a group of women? Because these are very important women. And it's three of them. There's also a friendship. There's also a friendship. There's a collaboration here. But it's not with one person, it's three of them. And also with the justice, you know, there's something also about him probably choosing this person, these people, because he's like, I want to help them out. I want to share my creation, or I want to work with them to create balance, because I think that they deserve this. They deserve this. They deserve to get justice. And also with the Wheel of Fortune that it says flow. Do you see? Slowly he's trying to I would say start working a bit more. Sort of going with the flow of creation. He probably is starting to create one thing after the other, but he wants to start with this group of females, like I would say. Bye, Fluffy. Thank you for coming. And I see him very generous, because I actually don't feel him. I don't feel his energy. I feel like he wants to help these people out. He wants to offer them something. He's like, they deserve it. They deserve my help. Yeah, I tried to clarify it, and they got the Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups, and Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's about helping someone accomplish a dream or a project that is like a dream. But I'm just so like amazed, because it's free. It's free. It's not just like, oh, one, maybe two, but free. It's a lot. Yeah, but for him it's not. For him it's a way. I think that also with the card of the Wheel of Fortune, I think that he wants to get his creativity moving. I don't know if he went through. Was he in a hiatus? I remember he was. Don't tell me that he's still in hiatus. And I'm pulling cards. But there's something with the Wheel of Fortune that he's like, I want to go with the flow, with the movement of time. Like, I sort of want to get going. It's been a while. It's been a while. I want to create again. I want to collaborate. Yeah, see, he got another woman trying to clarify. He got the less card. He got the less queen that was missing. Definitely, yeah. Whoever these women are so important for him. Are so important for him. So important. It's a very important work plan. Yeah. Could it be a new group? He's 80%. Could it be a new group? Wow. Well, good luck to S.Coups. Good luck to him. We wish him the best. I see him very excited for this collaboration. He really likes them. Okay, I'm going to continue with WayV Xiaojun. Xiaojun. These SM groups and their 5 of Cups. It's like they are always disappointed, poor people. Okay, for Xiaojun, we have the King of Wands, 7 of Cups, Page of Cups, 5 of Cups. Sorry, not Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. And he got, yeah, he got the card of the Hermit, sick. So yeah, for Xiaojun, I think that he's also a Leo, that he's learning to be much more humble and probably a bit much more low-key. He really is also a bit fed up. I think that he's still, Changbin also, that he got the King of Wands. So definitely these are people that they really love themselves a lot. They have a good sense of self. They know they are creators. They know of their value. But at the same time, he's like, yeah, we could get a lot of options. I could get a lot of options if I work hard. Nothing more, nothing less. Like, if they don't choose me or if they don't give me certain projects, it's okay. It doesn't define my value. I'm still a confident person. I'm still a king. Also, with the Page of Pentacles in the middle, it's like he could be working or on a project, or just starting a project, an individual project of his that feels very amateur or feels like like beginners, like he just started. But I see him very grounded. I think that he's trying to not hope for much. He's like, yeah, whatever I have, I'm going to entertain myself with whatever I have available. He definitely is feeling much more like realistic. There's something about him also probably wanting to learn something new. So he's like, opening himself to new tasks or new work or new activities that are very different from the ones that he knows. And he's been very humble about it. He's like, yeah, I'm learning. Yeah, I'm learning a lot. Been here with different people. Probably he's one of the sorry guys, probably he's one of the youngest. Why do I feel like like probably he has a lot of things to say, but he's like, I prefer to breathe and not say much. Because yeah, he also comes from this. Do you see? I think that he could also, by the beginning of the, not the beginning, the end of the year, he could also face certain disappointment. Probably, he's invested or he's just putting a lot of energy in a project, and suddenly they decide that, oh no, you will not go anymore, or you will not participate anymore, or you will not do this anymore because we need you here. So I think that there's this feeling of also feeling a bit helpless, and feeling a bit like sad, because he's like, I was doing great actually. I'm also adapting, I'm learning new skills, I'm meeting new people, I'm doing different connections. Why? But I think that, yeah, these are moments of these people sort of ruining or trying to sabotage a bit their activities or their individual activities. And he's like, okay, I'm annoyed, I don't like it, I'm going to tell you how I feel. I don't appreciate this, but well, he's like, okay, I'm working. Like whenever I go, I work. I put the effort. I am a professional. Um, but they sort of treat him. There's something about treating him like a child, So the page, it sounds very like they treat him as if he was someone that just debuted, like a trainee. And he's like, like actually, like I have much more value. Actually, I'm a king. I have a lot to offer. I have a lot to offer. But at the same time, he's like, okay, whatever. You want to, belittle me, whatever. Think what you want to think. Like, give me job. Just give me something to do. Give me job. Give me work. Like, give me something to do. Like, I need a routine in my life. Like, but I think that they are not good. Or either they're going to choose a project that is not going to be long lasting, or is going to change into something else, or is going to be cancelled. So he's going to again go back to wait for something new to come up. But he's trying his best to absorb the knowledge or the opportunity to learn in whatever appears. Yeah, we have the hermit also. The keyboard is sick. So again, he's also someone very wise. He's very emotionally intelligent. He's a very intelligent person. He's very observant. So he's like, yeah, I know things are not that great in this moment. And he's like, there's a lot of things that I could say or do, but I prefer to go deep inside myself and work on myself and just, breathe, not get involved. I will not waste my energy like this. I'm a professional. And also probably he's also reflecting about his options. He's reflecting about his own life. He's like, okay, he's sort of feeling a bit like a loner. He probably also doesn't discuss this, or is not going to discuss this with other people. This is something that he's noticing. He's like, things hasn't been doing well for us. I am doing my best, whatever opportunity that I get, I'm doing my best, but the energies feel very like there's a lot of mistakes, there's a lot of interruptions, things that seem to be done on purpose. And he's like, okay, I would not take it personally. I would just go back into my cave, and I will reflect on this, and I will reflect on my options. He's very intelligent. He's like, I will not get upset. Not anymore. Not anymore. He's like, okay, when you need me, call me. And if you don't need me, don't call me. Just like this. Dios santo. Okay, I'm going to continue with Le Sserafim Kazuha. And this is the last one. Okay. Yeah. Looking good for Kazuha. I like it. Okay. For her, we start with the Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Four of Pentacles in the middle. We have the Star card and the Justice. And then from the other cards, we have the card of the Three of Cups coming together. Beautiful, beautiful for Kazuha. Definitely, I think that Kazuha is just working. She's just, I see her very, like, very grounded, very hardworking, very patient. You know, I see her working. She has her own schedule, or she's working on something. Does anyone know if Sserafim is going to have a comeback or something like that? Because I see her working. I see her advancing. She has her own schedule. She has her own routine. For her, routine is very important. She's taking care of her body. You know, she is very committed. She's very committed, and also she has a lot of goals and objectives, and it all has to do with them advancing. And I think that for her, this is like work. This is rational. I don't see her like getting emotional, nor affected, no trouble. She is stable. She's consistent. She's like, you know, I go do what I have to do, and then, you know, I repeat the next morning. But she is all about advancing. She's not stuck in this like, oh no, I think about what happened, or I think about the past, or I think about what's going. No, she's not listening. She's not listening. She's just focusing on herself, on her own tools, on her own talents, and she's holding on very tight to her talents. She's holding on very tight to her abilities. She is, I would say, she's a tough cookie. She's tough. I wonder if she is Moon in Taurus, or has like a Taurus placement, because it seems like she doesn't give in to pressure. It's like she holds on very tight until the last moment. She can be a bit stubborn, but I think that for her in this moment, this is very needed. You know, she's like very concentrated. She concentrates her energy and her willpower in sort of protecting and maintaining her own talents. It's like, you're not moving me from here. I know what I'm worth, or I know that what I'm good at. So, you know, I'm untouchable. You're not moving me from here. I'm not going to lose any penny that was so hard for me to gain these pennies. I'm not letting them go. These are mine. I earned them. I earned them. These are my earnings. So, you know, this is my confidence. This is my security. You're not taking me from my security. So definitely she's very stable. She's very secure. She's like, I don't care what people think. I only know I work. I work, I practice, and I'm consistent. I always do over and over and over, and I do things over, all automatically, over and over and over. Some people might think it's not exciting or it's boring, but I do it. I do it. I train like this. I am responsible like this, you know, because she wants to keep advancing in her career. She wants to keep shining. Maybe it's her, and also, of course, for the group, for the benefit of the group. And then we have, you know, the stars, and then we have the justice. So I think that if this is like a comeback, or if this is like a personal project of hers, is going to give a bit of light, finally, a bit of light, a bit of brightness and positivity, and probably very good news, and also balance and justice for the group. For her, for the group, for the image of the group. So if they are preparing for a comeback, I believe they're going to shine, or Kazuha is going to shine. I don't know. But I think that it's all related, because I see her that everything that she does even though it's very concentrated on her own perspective and her own experience, she is a giver. It's like she's a very key part of the group, and her energy feels very concentrated into greatness. She's like, I know we can do great things. I know we can shine. I know we have it. So this is why we go out again. We go out to the light. We go out to the exterior. We don't hide, and we get the justice that we deserve. And this is why I was saying, like, I think that even though she's very concentrated on perfection in herself, I also, with the Three of Cups coming together, I think that everything that she does, it has to do with the group, and it has to do with her group, and it has to do with, she wants to enjoy this with the group, all of them together. For her, it's not about individuality. It's not about, even though I'm talking about a Leo, she feels much more practical. It's like, if I'm happy or if I'm fulfilled, my group is happy. Or if the group is happy, I am happy. So she's very devoted to the others as well. She's like, I'm doing this for us as well. So whether this is a comeback or an individual opportunity for her only, I see her shining. I see her shining and getting justice for herself and the others. So I love it. I love it. Now I can't wait. I want to see it. But she's so hardworking. Like I see her very, like, she's like no nonsense. She doesn't have the time. She's not fooling around. She doesn't have the time. She's not on the internet. She's not like listening what others say. No, she's working. She's working. She's practicing. She's very responsible girl. Okay, guys. Yes, this time it was all 3 hours. And thank you so much for being here, for staying with me for the 3 hours, for all the laughter, all the laughter and all the interaction. I hope that you enjoy your weekend, and yeah, I will keep you guys updated about how my situation with my back goes. Yeah, and I will let you know if I get better. I will let you know. So yeah. And also, you were asking me. Yes, The Boyfriend is on Netflix. Okay, is on Netflix. It has, I believe, it has 10 episodes. So it's short. The episodes are not that long, but it's cute. It's good. You're going to love it. Okay. See you guys. Have a lovely weekend.